All right, looks like we're almost ready to go here. Is that Drixis John? Yeah. Caracas into Mother of Runes, and the arrangement of the cards on the battlefield will be quite a situation, I think, during this match. Bolt the Mom. It's gone. Rishon and Port pass. Rishon and Port tapped. Brainstorm for Jeskai John. All right, very nice. 5 cards in hand for Bill. Bill is a Death and Taxes mage. Plays the deck quite a bit.
Yep. So there is 61 cards in there.
This happened to me last time. I was like, my sideboard card.
Yeah.
And I was flipping out. Yeah, I forgot what I brought in.
Looks like Bill's holding Field of Ruin in hand.
Oh!
It's tricky.
Okay.
Wasteland getting stifled. Ooh, this is getting heated here. Wow.
Thanks again for
All right, Port on the Volk. Another Brainstorm getting fired off. John is not messing around in this game.
Good draw. Yep. Just sounds fine. This one? Yeah.
Wasting Caracas now. And, all right, so Plains comes down. Wasn't clear if Bill was going to have a white mana. Taps down the Volk. At a certain point, the porting just gets a little sad. We'll see how much longer Bill holds on with that game plan. No creatures on the battlefield for John just yet, though.
I was going to cast a Ponder. That was awesome.
Ponder is good. As far as I know, Bill is strictly mono white. I don't think there are any other colors in the deck. Yeah, if that was a Murktide, that would probably be the end of porting. I think that's a good call by Luinil. But no Murktide just yet.
Oh, talking about response? Sure.
Plays the Field of Ruin.
Found the terminus.
Keep sacking each other.
Yeah, Field of Ruin means mono white. Oh, man. Stifle on the Field of Ruin. And there's a Murktide. Oh, my goodness.
4 or 5.
Full size. 8/8 Murktide.
There's actually no way to do that. They can't sack each other. It's like you sack the first one and then it's like...
Oh, yeah.
So these Death and Taxes decks can remove a Murktide. Source of Plowshares, of course. Solitude. All right, here's Swords. And it goes through. And John gains 8 life. Plays an Iganjo. Giver of Runes. Pass the turn. All right. All right.
15.
Batter Skull revealed on top by Mishra's Bauble. Wasteland and Iganjo. Pass the turn. Draw off the Bauble.
And it's your go.
Attempt to cast an Oppo.
It looks like Bill's holding Stoneforge.
Buckets. Pow.
All right, well, taking a risk here. Brazen Borrower getting flashed in. And then a Daze on Stoneforge. John is really not messing around in this game. Oh, my goodness. John is just putting up a hell of a fight. Attacking for 3 with this Brazen Borrower. Yeah, the Giver of Runes could have attacked there. It can't protect themselves. Maybe missed by Bill. Good point by Luanil. Luanil in the chat knows how to play these Death and Taxes decks really well. Not at this event, but at another Magic event I was at recently, a conversation broke out about Death and Taxes and how people were, nobody needs to be offended. People were just joking around that the deck sucks. Because on paper, if you read the list, some of the cards are just so weak compared to the average Legacy card. But if you've played it with or against the deck, you know that it's more of a sum of its parts kind of thing. The cards all kind of work together in such a way that it makes for a good Legacy deck. But the Death and Taxes deck, I think we were all in agreement that a Death and Taxes deck in the hands of a really savvy, knowledgeable, experienced Death and Taxes player, or mage, as they say, is probably one of the toughest things to play against. All right, Skyclave Apparition removes Brazen Borrower. Bowmaster and an Orc Army remain.
In response, I'll give this pro red.
All right, giving Skyclave Pro Red and yeah, give her runes down. Gets bolted.
Yep.
Romario says Death and Taxes with a bad player doesn't even beat a draft deck. A good player steals your lunch money. I think that's a great way to put it. Stoneforge dunks on every draft deck. That might be true. That might be true. All right, Recruiter of the Guard. Let's see what we find here. Yeah, I warned people as we were starting this match. Bill uses a, I would say, unconventional arrangement of the battlefield, and is a. We're putting forward some paperwork that will hopefully get Bill banned.
Yeah, I see.
That's all I'll say for now. Hype Train Conductor Pew Pew says Bill is a known lands in front terrorist, no respect for the game. Yeah, it's it really is terrible, everything that's going on. Stoneforge Mystic found by Recruiter.
This is Grixis and this is Savannah Colors. I will draw this.
Good blocks.
Yeah, just go ahead.
All right, Recruiter blocking Bowmaster, and they will trade, it looks like. Orc Army will get through for a damage, build down to 10. We were talking earlier on today's stream about new people joining the NYC Legacy community after moving to the city, or joining, starting to play the format after playing previously other formats. Bill's one of those people, and that's new to our community, and Bill's really cool, and it's just awesome seeing people for the first time. Then they become one of us after a while, a new friend, a new opponent, somebody to bounce ideas for decks off of. It just is I don't know. When I think of Bill and other players like Bill, I think about like how community has grown and evolved, and so many cool new people have joined, and people that have mastered decks that we're not used to jamming some games against on a regular basis, and all of that. Obviously, Death and Taxes has been around, but it's been fun seeing all these people. Okay, force pitching looked like a ponder. Okay, yeah, I was wondering what happens to Stoneforge. It is countered. Skyclave's going to stay back to block. The 3 indicator is from the Brazen Borrower. Skyclave removed. Yurion to hand, pass the turn.
Yep.
Crinky Doom's not having it. Hype Train Conductor Pew says we've had so many visitors to our locals recently as well, which is awesome. Yeah, that too. We've had some tourist players or visitors. That's been awesome. It's all coming together, I would say.
Go to end stuff.
We had discussion this past week in our Discord about community building, and every once in a while, actually, it feels like it's to me, I guess, because I'm doing this channel for a couple of years now. It feels like it's like on a cycle. I repeatedly have to answer. Well, I don't have to answer. I guess I choose to answer questions and thoughts about proxies, and do they keep the format away from people or whatever. I don't know. We could go off the deep end with ideas. But my take on the whole thing is that, to put it very short, is that community building comes first. Community building is the most important part of all of this. And fortunately, community building efforts here in the New York scene has been going well.
Go to my.
We should have a Rookie of the Year award. Who would you nominate, Audrey? Who's the Rookie of the Year? Nominees. All right, so the Phyrexian Germ is gone. Batterskull will now equip to Skyclave, and we're attacking. Bill will gain some life here. It's a 6/6 with lifelink. Audrey nominating himself. Yeah, Audrey's another one that joined our community just this past year. And as at this point, feels like he's been there the whole time. Just see him at all the events. Another big attack from this Batterskull equipped Skyclave. The situation is getting out of hand for John, who put up a great fight up until this point. Pew Pew wants to be a nominee. Desda says, my girlfriend's brother introduced me to this a half a year ago. Pretty cool. Awesome.
I'll try this. I'll tap yours, Swamp.
Yorion in play now. Didn't blink anything. Tapping the Swamp. Wow, Jeskai John scoops it up. Batterskull, everybody. That card's busted. Seems busted.
What?
Yeah, Reed could be the Rookie of the Year.
Follow and pass? Oh.
Follow pass.
Yeah. Just thinking about this.
Luanil making a great point. They would have to host the Rookie of the Year dinner and pay for it, so that's something to consider. Rocco is getting motion sickness. Rocco, calm down. Just calm down.
Yeah. Well, it didn't matter as much because. Well,
take a break, Rocco.
I don't like attacking to take the monarch back. I think you might attack to fairy.
So Vile ticks up to 1. DRC on the battlefield. Bill was not doing much taxing and deathing until the end of game 1. But, well, I guess the taxing part was happening with the port. I lied.
In my hand. So if I'm drawing 2 cards a turn, one to be.
Yeah, this Yorion is currently in the companion zone. And I guess to Bill, that means you just put a D6 on it and just put it so it looks like it's in play. I mean, I don't know.
Right. But I could.
I don't have control of these people.
I need to get rid of the monarch. But then also I was like, I have this life in low, I put my graveyard to make sure I don't draw the first card so I can do it. But it was a very interesting game all around.
No blocks. Or actually,
To waste, shit on the waste.
All right, no blocks. Go down to 19. I guess Channeler gets in there, and we're activating Vile. Let's see what we got. Mother Runes. Bowmaster, kill it.
trigger on the stack.
Which way you can turn.
Iron Blood, I don't know if you're being serious or not, but that is funny. putting a die to count how many times the companion has been cast from the command zone.
Oh, sorry.
Walloped is here a bit late. Walloped a bit late.
Turn. Counter on that.
Keep going to another
Flip.
All right, a lot of taxing happening.
So it goes on the stack.
Oh, sorry.
These go on the stack.
3 beanstalk triggers, yeah.
With those triggers.
So with the Vile trigger on the stack, another Mother Runes was deployed. It is now ticked up to 2. No attacks.
No responses while before I draw.
Worried about Mother Runes blocking and protecting. Vile now on 3. Pass a turn. John without red mana. Port is gone. Got wasted.
And your turn will attempt to eat it.
Prince, thank you for 5 gift subs. 13 now on the channel for Prince. Appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you, Prince. Not sure what happened with the whole ring bearer situation. Was that just missed? I don't know. Here's Stoneforge Mystic.
1/1 no abilities. All right. I guess I'm lucky I didn't hit a land on that.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you sacrifice a...
Prince with a gift sub badge says, one day when I'm not owned by the government, I will get to the top of the leaderboard. Wow. Owned by the government. All right, force pitching Murktide, Surveil, Stoneforge countered. Throws a flooded strand into the bin.
Take 3. Take 3, you're at
Forecast
Oh, what's this card called? It's a 1 mana 3/3 from Wilds of Eldraine with stun counters on it. Does anybody know what this card is called and can help us out? John's been testing this card. Yorion to hand with 5 counters on Vile. Takes a stun counter off the Sleep Cursed Fairy. Thank you. Couldn't remember what it was called. Solitude on DRC from the Vile. That's rough. Yorion will be able to blink this Solitude now. That seems pretty mean. There's Thalia. Removing a counter from the Sleep Cursed Fairy, which now has 0 counters on it after untap step. Cheek says, I tried that card, was awful, except for sometimes opponents forgot about the ward. Okay, so not a good review from Cheek. Sorry, here's Yorion.
Tell me what you're targeting.
Samwise and Solitude are the targets.
I don't think I have to tell you.
I think, yeah, Bill's pointing this out now. I don't think you have to say what you're going to blink.
Yeah, let me
All right, so we're looking up Yorion and the Gatherer. Bill's version is not in English, so John unable to read it. So now we're taking a look, and so it looks like the trigger will be on the stack, and then resolve, no targets, and Samwise and Solitude will be returning.
triggers. This, target this, and the ring tempts me. I'll make.
Minus 6. Minus 6.
I'll make Yuri on mine.
I'm at 2. Yep, go ahead.
Okay, making Yurion the ring bearer. Sometimes it's good to make like Solitude the ring bearer here, just because you can play Caracas and bounce it to your hand. No Caracas on the board currently, but that is something to consider, I guess. Yurion gets in there. Attacks for 4.
Because he can't get it. Yeah,
I guess the only other reason to make Yurion the ring bearer would be later on, once the ring has tempted multiple times and you can loot when it attacks and all those other effects.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, he's fourth? Oh, yep.
Right?
15, yep, 15.
It looks like life totals are getting corrected now. Also, I thought Samwise was already on the battlefield, so the ring had already tempted Bill once, but maybe I missed something with that. Flicker Wisp getting cast here. Targeting Yurion. Yeah, so the ring bearer thing, maybe choosing Solitude would have been better. But now it's getting blinked anyway. I don't know. Maybe Mother Runes just in case she needs to be saved by Caracas. I don't know, chat. This game is hard. So there's those 3 cards will come back at the end of John's turn now, because of the timing of Flicker Wisp and the timing of Yurion.
Close combat, you can create 3. I'm gonna end step trigger.
I haven't been playing much lately.
I'll go swords, your bowmasters. This goes on 2.
I'll block 2.
Okay, Flickering Yurion. I'm not sure who's the ring bearer now. Okay, Flicker Wisp is the ring bearer. So now when it attacks, it will loot.
Attack with Flicker Wisp trigger.
Are you going to make a whole bunch? Yeah.
Trigger on the stack.
Yep.
Okay, a Bowmaster with a loot trigger on the stack.
You know what? I don't even know what my out would have been.
Yeah, like no one's running a disenchant.
First, the mom.
Yeah, the first trigger.
Lauren doesn't. Yeah, no one's running like disenchant.
With that trigger on the stack,
He doesn't have Visager in his class.
No.
try to.
Yeah, I was trying to think like what I could possibly do. But
It's cast your own.
oh yeah.
All right, Path to Exile on the Bowmaster with the loot on the stack. Mother Runes will protect itself, and Bill will now safely loot.
Yeah, I think that's like.
Yeah, people in the chat are getting really upset with Bill. Yurion comes back on end step. All 3 creatures will dip out once again. We'll come back on John's end step. Let Bill cook. Yeah. Mother Rune's also selected this time.
But this was actually my party was expecting
Probably, yeah. I was halfway thinking like maybe he puts Murta.
There's a Caracas on the battlefield now too. Wasteland on Caracas. All right, so Wasteland takes it out immediately.
You were right.
I think on the last turn of the game, my hand was Chromox and 2 4-drop initiative guys. So you just won the game by blowing up my
That's why I was
moxes.
like, oh, okay.
But like if either one of the moxes I drew were a land, I won the game.
Think it was not necessarily wrong.
Like if you swap it.
Yeah, so then you'd have initiative, and even if I answer.
Exactly.
But I was thinking maybe
Salt.
maybe Murta gets
How much is it? 4,
We'll play.
7, 10.
I was like, if you have like
I'll go Solitude on nothing, Flick Wisp on your.
But most of the time, probably like 100 games, it would go more close to game 2.
Yes, definitely.
So still
Where like you just don't even have time to do much.
still on my turn.
How I've experienced.
This is my first time playing this game.
This is Samwise the Stout-Hearted, not Samwise Gamgee. Samwise the Stout-Hearted. So Yurion is the ring bearer once again. And it looks like John has scooped it up.